So good evening. We are back again Tuesday evening. Arsenal are top of the table. Wow. Man United, apparently they were in the mud. And well, you predicted a win. That judge that you put on Man United on Liverpool last week, and I predicted you'd get a draw. So yeah, we're our ball knowledge is in the gutter. We don't know nothing about football, do we? But before we talk about football, big up to everybody who's been waiting, over 450 waiting. Smash the likes through the roof. Rance's channel link is in the title, so make sure you sub to his channel as well. I'll put the Twitch in the comments in a minute. But for anybody who hasn't seen it, Jez, who comes on this channel, does the podcast, does the fan cams, does the player ratings, went out for dinner last night with his wife. Bear in mind, they're both in their 60s. He lives in West Sussex, nice little part of the world. And on his way back, two little scumbag teenagers decided to follow him and his wife, get in his wife's face, start punching his wife, and then slashed his face up with a knife. And you're probably sitting there going, why would they do that? Because he doesn't rate the manager of Arsenal Football Club. That's why. You're a scumbag. You're a disgrace. You're this. And then gripped him up and started slashing his face up, smashed some teeth out, punched him up. And they've been arrested. But seriously, man, like it's clapped. These teenagers are out of control, some of them. And that part of the world as well. Yeah, Horsham's a nice part of the world, man. Don't you know that, innit? It's proper posh area, yeah? Yeah. But these kids, man, trust me, these teenagers have got no respect for anyone. Yeah. And why you're coming,
bro, listen, you don't need to tell me that, anyway, bro. I know that better than anyone, bruv. But yeah, these little fucking teenagers. But this is what it is, but that's the game right now, bro. I don't know why they had a knife on them in the first place. We're living in strange times right now, Lee.
Bro, anyone who carries a knife, yeah, I think like there's a few reasons for that. Number one, you've either done a lot of bad stuff, yeah, and you're using it to protect yourself and people that you've upset. Or number two, you're going out deliberately looking for trouble. Yeah, that could have been like, I'll give you a different scenario. Let's say you're out with your missus and you're walking past the bus stop on the way home. Yeah, just had a nice meal, had some nice drinks, and these two scummy little lads go, "Oi, your bird's fit." Yeah, you're gonna be like, "Yeah, jog on, lads." Then it's what you got a problem? Yeah, and then all of a sudden that'll escalate. They were looking for trouble, man. It just happened. It was Jez and his wife. Yeah, poor Jez, man. Like he's scarred for life now. Scars all down his cheek. He's missing 3 teeth, bump on his head. His wife's got a black eye. Yeah, absolutely disgusting, mate. Absolutely disgusting. And like I've seen a lot of people like backing him and supporting him, which is fantastic. Yeah, but let me tell you something, right? There's a lot of people out there that watch this channel that would have seen that I put it out last night on my community page, on my Insta, on my Facebook, which I barely use, all over my Insta story. And how many people have shared that? Yeah, all these people that sit there and chat shit to me about, oh yeah, Gunnar, can you share this for me? Yeah, Gunnar, can you do this for me? Yeah, I ain't helping none of you people that ain't shared that. Go fuck yourself, the lot of you. Every single one of you. Yeah, disgusting behavior, man. And anyway, now we've got that off our chests. Talk to me, bro. Manchester United masterclass. Jadon Sancho, oh my days. Milner got spun back to Leeds United. Verge looked like Maguire. And and Salah, well, listen, he scored in the end, but bro, my man was doing up Houdini. Like it was crazy, wasn't it?
Hey, Malacia pocketed him. That bum Diaz I told you guys about, he's a bum. Dallo had him in his back pocket. Like, what did Diaz do for the whole game? I told you the guy's crap. Overrated. These guys saw this guy do a couple step overs and then he was Ronaldinho all of a sudden. He's a fucking bum, that Diaz. He had what? About 5 good games last season and everyone was talking him into conversations he had no right to be in. The guy has 0 end product. He's just erratic. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's all he is. He's just direct. He's just a pace merchant, bro. But he's got nothing. Like fucking Trent's a donkey as well. Do you know what I'm saying? Like it's funny that people say, "Oh yeah, Trent don't play well for England because it's the system, but he plays well for Liverpool." But when you watch him for Liverpool, most of the time he doesn't even play that well, bro. The ball just comes to him and he just kicks it into the box and hopes for the best. It's like he just hopes for the fucking best, bro. He closes his eyes and he's like, you know what? There's someone in there somewhere. Let me just fucking put my foot through it. So overrated. Do you know what I mean? Robertson as well, another one, overrated. He's just a passion merchant, bro. Like Robertson ain't all that. He ain't all that at all, bro. He's not all that. Do you know what I'm saying?
You're right with Trent. Yeah, last night he must have just smashed that ball as high and as hard and as fast as he can. Yeah, didn't even look. And then it's just like, and then the camera zooms in on him and he's like rolling his eyes as if to say, well, where's the striker? It's like, mate, why don't you put a bit of quality on the cross instead of just spamming it? Yeah, Robertson, I think Robertson's a better defender than Trent and a better player than Trent. But again, like, I'm not going to be too reactionary because they will probably finish above Arsenal, right? But they ain't that great. They
Bro,
really ain't.
listen, don't
They're
speak
not
too
that
soon.
great.
They might not. I'll be honest. I'll be honest, bro. Like, I predicted that they would finish below Tottenham. And it's one of them ones where, bro, like, the way Liverpool are playing right now, not only are they not playing well, but people talk about injuries. Like, yesterday, they still had Trent. They still had Robertson. They still had their goalkeeper. They still had Van Dijk. They still had Fabinho. They still had Salah. They still had Diaz. Do you know what I'm saying? And they had Firmino, bro. That's already 7 players. So when these guys are talking about injuries, yeah, come on, bro. Like, to play that bad? To play that bad? That had nothing to do with injuries. Liverpool ain't played good all season. They ain't played all good. They haven't recruited well. They recruited a shit striker. They lost their best attacker. Like, what do you mean? What have they got left? Like, their midfield's awful, bro. Milnerson, bruv. Milner and Henderson. Keita. Fucking Fabinho shit as well. Last season when I was telling man Fabinho was shit, man were getting on to me. Fabinho's been fucking washed for like 18 months. Like, Thiago's the only decent midfielder and he's injury prone. Yep. So their midfield is a shambles, bro. When you look at Liverpool, yeah, they're in a mini crisis, but people don't realize this.
Yeah, it's true. It's true, man. They've got their midfield's never been about scoring goals or creativity, because that obviously comes from their width, right? But when you actually look at their midfield, it is dire, really, isn't it? I mean, Henderson. I've not ever rated Henderson in like the top tier footballer, but he's done all right for himself in his career. Yeah, but at the same time, he's dusted. He's done. Yeah, go back to Sunderland, mate. It's game over for you at Liverpool. Yeah, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Well, why are you still there? And then you've got the only 2 that they've got that you could say, yeah, they've got really good ability about them is Thiago and Harvey Elliott. The rest of that,
yeah, Harvey Elliott was their best player yesterday. That tells you everything.
And he's
that tells you everything. Yeah. No, I mean, and Salah scored a lucky header because he was in the right place at the right time. And everyone's saying, "Oh, but he scored." He got pocketed by a left back that was his fucking Premier League debut.
He was quality, by the way. I thought
he's a brilliant footballer. And what I like about him is his intensity.
I like the fact that you like dropped players, man. Seeing Ronaldo sitting on the bench, seeing how
Maguire, Shaw bench.
Sure, and they all sat there and like. Ronaldo must have known the camera was on him every time it zoomed in, yeah, because like he was on edge, mate. He just couldn't sit still. Yeah,
and Maguire like, as well. Maguire looked very uncomfortable. He didn't even know where to look. Maguire's on the bench, like, right, is this how it ends? I'm like, yeah, this is how it ends, bro. Like, when Man United scored the first goal, like, I saw Ronaldo clapping, like, but in his head, he was kind of like, right, bro, I'm done here, bro. He's finished. You know what I mean? And when I said that Ronaldo was a problem, people laughed. You know what I mean? When I said Luke Shaw was a problem, people laughed. Do you know what I mean? I wanted Harry Maguire out ages ago. I think a lot more people kind of realized Harry Maguire was an issue. Bruno Fernandes is an issue. David De Gea is an issue. I put out a video, I think last week, saying David De Gea is holding Man United back. And the amount of slander that I got in that video, only for him to make 2 mistakes against Brentford and cost us the game. And of course, nobody came back to the video to apologize, Lee, because that's not how the internet works.
No, it's true. It don't. It's all a bit. It's funny, isn't it? Because like you've said things about Man United and players at Man United, but because people just want to be ultra positive for the sake of being ultra positive, even when there's nothing to be positive about, they want to make out it's great. Yeah, they never get onto it, even though they probably believe it. But on the internet, they ain't going to put it out there. We get it at Arsenal as well. Like they'll just gas up these players and about how great a transfer window's been or how great our recruitment is. Yeah, but then they forget about Willian, Tavares. Pablo Marie, Runnison. Do you know what I'm saying? Players like that have been shipped out after we've signed them. And it's like, no, like I find it funny, man, because Man United, yeah, people were saying they're finished. And yeah, whilst it was funny seeing them get slapped by Brentford, I say this to you all the time. It's sad seeing how messed up Man United are when I grew up on that rivalry. Do you know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of sad, really. But I just had this feeling you'd get sank against Liverpool. And that last night is the blueprint of how to play for the rest of the season. Drop drop Ronaldo, drop Maguire. Yeah, Lissandro last night was absolutely unreal. I thought he was quality. And,
These men were laughing at him, Lee. They were laughing at him after one game where we conceded a goal that wasn't actually his fault, and in a game that he won 100% of his aerial duels, and they was calling him short. And then he won more aerial duels than Virgil van Dijk, who's 6'5". It's funny how that works.
It's mad, isn't it? But yeah, you ain't finished, man. Like, that's the blueprint now. Play with that intensity. Play with willing runners. Play as a team collectively. Like, I see everyone shouting at each other last night. I see the Varane and Lissandro talking to each other through the game. Yeah, you haven't seen that at United with Harry Maguire. Yeah, all you see is his dopey little face when there's a goal.
It's because they don't have the personalities. It's the same with Luke Shaw. And you know what it is? It's the manager, you know. The manager has instilled that, because you know what done it for me was there was a moment where I think Bruno went back to defend, and him and Malacia like blocked a cross and they high-fived. And I was like, bruv, man are high-fiving blocking crosses. Like, these guys are really like locked in. Like, every little bit of the ugly side of the game, these guys were just on the same page. Lissandro and Varane were literally speaking throughout the game, shouting. Every time they headed the ball away, they were fucking high-fiving. It was like the managers just instilled this mentality in them that they have to be animals. And this is what we've been missing, because people have been running through our team almost at will. It didn't happen. And the manager said before the game, I want mobility in the back line. That's Maguire finished.
Oh, 100%.
He said mobility and agility in the back line.
Like, he's like a dump truck, isn't he? He's literally the Lukaku of defenders. Yeah, he can't move. He's just too immobile to be a top class defender. Yeah, his level was Hull City.
Hey, Broderick as well. What a comment as well, bro. Ericsson, because I was even saying to my brother was like, oh, when Ericsson got played in the 6th the week before, they were like, Ericsson's legs have gone and that. And I was like, Ericsson's legs have not gone. Ericsson is just a player that plays at one pace. He's always been that. The most distance covered for Man United player, Christian Eriksen. He was immense in the 8 yesterday, doubling up, winning the ball, doing all of these other things. Yeah, Christian Eriksen was brilliant. My man of the match was Lissandro. Varane was a very, very close second. You could even give it to them as a combination. Malacia was awesome as well. Delo was awesome. We didn't even see fucking Diaz. They're saying the guys were saying Dalot can't defend, bro. The guy was on a booking and still marked Diaz out the game on a booking, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, no, we played brilliant
as well, didn't he? That free kick really went in. Yeah, that
top corner.
Sick goal if that had gone in, man. But that's what you get with Eriksen. The set piece delivery is also always top notch.
And Elanga hit the post as well. We could have won that game 4-0, and nobody could have begrudged us that.
Yeah, true. Yeah, true, man. It's mad, isn't it? Because the difference in the way you played against Brentford to the way you played last night is just chalk and cheese. And all it is 3 different players in the team. Yeah, drop the ones that ain't no good, that have been nicking a living for a long time, and all of a sudden you've got a bit more about you. Yeah, that's the best I've seen Man United play for a good while. I can't lie.
Oh yeah, it's been years since we've played football like that.
And that's only going to bode well going forward. Who's your next game? Who you got this
weekend? Southampton away, I believe, on Saturday, which will be the debut of Casemiro, bro. So I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, he's going to bench McTominay. I actually thought he done all right last night. I thought he played
McTominay done all right. He got Varane booked, but other than that, that hospital ball he gave to Varane, oh my days. I love that Varane posted it on Instagram, though, him lifting Diaz up. That was fucking hilarious. That's proper shithousery. Like, that's proper shithousery. Varane played like a captain yesterday. It's almost like Harry Maguire being on the pitch, like, was holding him back. Do you know what I mean? Because he fully stepped into the role of being the senior player at the back when Maguire left. So I think that's Maguire. Maguire's in trouble, you know? Maguire's in trouble because Varane, 100%. If Varane can stay fit, he'll probably get the armband.
See, that's the thing, isn't it? It's if he can stay fit. Like, since he's been at Man United, he's barely put a run of games together. Yeah, but now he's had a pre-season. Yeah, and he looked like proper Varane last night, like back to the level. But listen, it is only one game. If he can do that for the next 10, Man United are going to be flying up that table, that's for sure, because that partnership with Lissandro can blossom, man. And they're both physical in the tackle, yeah, but I think they complement each other well as well. Like whereas like Harry Maguire don't complement anyone. Let's be real with it.
He's
He don't
awful.
compliment anyone. Yeah, if you
That's
put
why they're
Varane-
saying back three, back three.
I've seen Chelsea fans gassing it up because they're linked to him, saying, "Oh, they're trying to convince themselves he'd be good in a back three." Bro, that guy, the only thing he'd be good at is back on the bench. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, it's like how that guy is a footballer. He's nicking a living, mate. He's had a result that he's Man United captain for so long. He's had a result that he's still there, and he's had a result that he even plays for England. Like the guy must go home every night thinking, "Wow, I don't know how I've done this," because he's literally taking
100%. No, he's nicking a living, bro. Like he can't believe it.
Yeah, true, man. Big up to everyone in the chat, man. 1,500 in here. Make sure you are smashing the likes up and subbing to Rance's channel as well. The link's in the title. Big up to everyone. Everyone showing love to Jez as well. Big up. Yeah, man. Where do you think with what just over a week of the transfer window to go? Where do you think you're going to see Man United by the end of it? Like I know you're linked to.
We're signing about 4 more players.
You think 4? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. Goalkeeper, 2 attackers, and a midfielder. That's what they're saying. So Anthony should be done within the next day or so. Like he posted a picture with his agent watching the Man United game yesterday.
Oh dear. Well, that's it all. That's the final nail in that coffin, then, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like,
Frankie de Jong was all over the Man United socials, like liking pictures of Casemiro and shit. So it looks like he might be on the way. And then you've got this goalkeeper called Trapp or something like that is the guy that's supposed to be coming in. Kevin Trapp. And also Cody Gakpo from, I think, PSV. He's at
PSV, yeah.
But I think they're saying that he wants to play the second leg of the European qualifier before he leaves. So, yeah, that's what they're saying. They're saying Man United are doing 4 more.
Wow, that's mad. And that's going to be quite a lot of dough as well, because that Anthony's...
About 300 million. It's going to be about 300 million altogether.
Wow. How much you spent already? Ericsson was what? Free signing, wasn't it?
Free signing. But remember, we've freed up like about 60 million worth of wages because we got rid of Pogba that was on 290. We got rid of Matic that was on say like 150 plus. We got rid of Cavani that was on about 200. We got rid of Lingard that was on 140. We got rid of Mata that was on about 140 or maybe more than that. So Eric Bailly's just left as well, who was on probably like 100, 120. So we've got so much wages, yeah, off the wage. And we're going to probably get rid of Ronaldo, who's on 500. So when you look at all the wages that we're going to free up, the players that come in, like we've got loads of money to play with. So it's actually not going to look that bad once you factor in all the wages.
Yeah, true. Same with us. We've halved the wage bill
just by getting rid of Mbappe, bruv. He was half your wage bill.
No, since he's been manager, we've halved the wage bill. Yeah,
also, Dean Henderson was on 130 grand a week or something as well, and he's gone. Also, Did I say Lingard as well?
Yeah, he said Lingard.
Yeah,
Henderson was on 130 a week.
Yeah, he was, bro.
Wait, I need a job at Man United.
It's crazy, isn't it?
The money they're paying out. Wow, mad, absolutely mad. But yeah, that's crazy, man. But yeah, I think how much did you pay for Lissandro? Was it 50 or 60? Something like that, wasn't it? Then Casemiro as well. So
it will rise. It will rise to 60. It will rise to 60. Casemiro's will rise to 60 million pounds, and Lissandro's will rise to 60 million pounds as well. I think. No. Casemiro's will rise to 65 million pounds. And Martinez will rise to 60 million pounds, but we didn't pay 60 million up front. I think we paid like 45 million pounds plus 15 add-ons or something like that. It's plus add-ons.
Yeah. So what, you've done around 100 million then, roughly?
Yeah, we've done about 100 million, and we're gonna do another probably 250, I reckon.
That's crazy. Do you think that Because I mean, obviously, everyone was on to the owners only a week or so ago, and then obviously you've gone out there, you've got Casemiro, you're then gonna get Anthony done. You could potentially get Frankie De Jong and a few others, and do all of that money. Do you think that's just a case of like, yeah, there you go, there's the money, just shut up, or is it a case of they were going to?
I think that they're going to do that because I think that they want to sell. So I think they're trying to increase the price of the asset before they finally sell. So I believe this is the Glazers' last push to kind of inflate the value of the club before they actually sell, because the club's not doing for them what it used to be doing. The Premier League's become more competitive, and they do understand that the longer they're not competitive, the less Man United are going to be worth, and they don't want to keep putting money in. Do you know what I mean? So, like, when the Glazers first came in, they didn't have no one to compete with. They could sell Cristiano Ronaldo, bring in Antonio Valencia, and you still had Sir Alex Ferguson winning them titles. You can't do those things anymore. You know?
No,
so because of that, unless you're investing 200 million a season into players, you can't compete for top 4. Not even win the title, compete for top 4. To compete for the title, you need to spend big money every season, bro. Like, you have to. Like, there's no way around it. And especially if you're rebuilding like Man United are. Really and truly, for Man United to have a squad that's worthy of challenging for the title, you need to spend probably about 500 million right now. Like, just to have a team that we could say, all right, they're good enough to challenge Man City. And in this climate, that might not even be enough because players are so overpriced. You're seeing that fucking Gordon being linked for 60 million or something like that. And Cucurella went for 60 million from Brighton, bro. Like, from Brighton. You're not meant to pay Brighton 60 million pounds for players.
Mate, he's underrated, that manager, mate. I watched them against West Ham at the weekend. Oh, my days. Yeah, they've lost their 2 best players. Yeah, arguably, if you want to throw Ben White into the mix, their 3 best players in the last 2 seasons. And they still play teams off the park. Like, it's mad. Like, that guy needs more respect on him, man. Just because he looks like me, you don't get it. Like, it's mad. But he's a top manager, man. Top manager. I want to talk about Man City now you've brought him up. The game against Newcastle. Oh my God, what a game! Yeah, that was just relentless. That was a great game to watch, man. It was funny when Trippier put the ball down. I was like, I had a feeling he was just going to slap it. Yeah, but I didn't expect him to slap it how he did, mate. What a free kick! Yeah, and
he's got that in him, though.
He has. To be fair, yeah, he done it for England as well, didn't he, in the semi? But I was thinking 3-1. I'm all over him. Saint Maximin, Ad Walker, just running around in circles, man. It was hilarious.
Kyle Walker should retire after that. I'm being honest. Like, Saint Maximin put my man in a retirement home that game. I've not seen a player run ragged like that since, I think, Serginho Dest got subbed off against Mbappe in the Champions League. Mbappe ran this guy into the floor to the point where the manager took him off. I think he might even have got subbed off in the first half. Like, I've not seen a player get ripped like that. Like, that was ridiculous.
He has that in his locker, Saint Maximin, doesn't he? But the thing with him is end product. Like, he don't have enough end product. But like, you do not want to be 1-on-1 against that geezer, man. He is frightening when he gets going. And when he's in that mood, which he probably does that maybe 7-8 games a season. Yeah. Then he'll get injured, and then he'll miss 3 months, then he'll come back and do another 1 game or something. But because he's always injured, that's the problem with him. But he was on smoke, man. When they went 3-1 up, that was fully deserved. They could have been 4-5-1 up. City did nothing, really. And then out of nothing, bang, 3-3. But that game was a good game of football, man. Do you think City are just like shoo-ins now? It's game over for anyone else? Obviously Liverpool.
Yeah, I think City are winning this league, no problem, innit? I think that was a minor blip. They still showed great character to still come back from 3-1 down. Do you know what I mean? Like, if they had lost that game, then I don't know. But then you could question them. But just the character they showed, man. Do you know what I mean? And if they had another 5 minutes, they'd have probably won it, bro. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is just what Man City are, man. Like, Man City are, they're a very well-oiled machine, bro. Do you know what I mean? And I expect Man City to win the league comfortably. I don't expect Liverpool to challenge them. Like, I don't.
See, I still think Liverpool will be up there. But Liverpool, I don't think they're winning it. I said before the season started, like, they ain't winning it. I said last season they ain't winning it. Yeah, their golden generation is going to end up in 1 title.
Yeah.
And 1 Champions League. That's it.
Absolutely.
Like, and it's funny because like people want to put them up like so high that they're the greatest Premier League team in history and this and that. And listen, I don't dislike them. I ain't got any hate or animosity towards Liverpool, but it's like the way their fans go on sometimes. It's like they're the best thing ever to have graced English football, and it's like, come on, man, really? You're just asthma pump merchants, and you left them in Liverpool last night. Like that's it. You didn't have no legs. You needed to get on them pumps at half time, and they couldn't. They had nothing in them, and maybe. Just maybe that's because they've been running around non-stop, 100 mile an hour for 3, 4, 5 seasons straight, and it's just done them over, finished them. Yeah, the legs are gone. Maybe that's it. I don't know.
I hear that. I hear that.
Right, big up everyone inside, man. We just touched 2,000 live as well, so smash the likes up. Rance's channel is in the title, and his Twitch is pinned to the live chat. So make sure you check both of them out as well. But yeah, Man City have got too many good footballers not to win the league, man. Yeah, they didn't even have Mahrez or Grealish on the pitch. You know what I mean? They still got 3 goals. Yeah, it's the first time they've conceded this season as well. So for both of them teams, actually. But Newcastle are going to be a threat to that. Maybe not the top 4, but they're definitely going to be a threat to a lot of teams this season. And he's got them playing a lot better football than when he first got there. Yeah, and he's not really tweaked too much. Like, he's just got them playing more direct. Just get the ball out to St. Maximin. Bruno Guimaraes, what a footballer, by the way. Like,
bro, I think they're the new Leicester. They're the team that everyone needs to watch out for. Because any given Sunday, Newcastle can turn any of us over. Any of us. Especially at their place. Yeah, the same way teams who are saying, Leicester away is a tricky fixture. I think Newcastle are that team now. I think if you're not sure, if you're not ready, you go up to St. James's, you get turned over. You get turned over, mate. You know what I mean?
I agree, man. If they keep most of their first 11 players fit, I think they're an issue, a big issue. And let's be real, they're only right at the beginning of their rise to the top. Yeah, they've only just started, and they ain't really spent a fortune yet either. I think everyone was expecting them to go and do 300-400 million this summer.
But they also came out and said that they're not going to do it because they're going to do it the right way. They're going to do it the slow way, the sustainable way. Do you know what I'm saying? They're going to buy good players, but they're also going to not overspend, and they're going to run it in a sustainable model. And that's exactly how you should do it. They're doing it the way Man City did it. Do you know what I mean? Man City, people are going on like Man City. Obviously, Man City done dumb things like they bid, I think, was it 100 million for Kaka at one time, or was it more than that? That was when 100 million was a lot of money. Like, but other than that, Man City went around the Premier League, bought players from other Premier League teams. They bought the likes of Benjani and stuff. Like, people forget that Man City were buying players like that. And Fabian they were kind of built, Fabian Delph, like Jack Rodwell and stuff. Like, they weren't, like, Man City weren't going out and trying to buy all these exotic players and stuff. They weren't doing that. Exactly. They had Roque Santa Cruz, like players like that. Like they lit. Yep, Craig Bellamy, you man are spitting right now. Darius Vassell, remember?
Darius, yeah, man.
Bro, like this is what they were doing. Like, they done it slowly. They done it very slowly. Yep, they done it very slowly, Man City. People think that Man City just went straight in for the big players. They didn't do that. They didn't do that at all. They bought from around the Premier League. They bought Joleon Lescott. Yeah, like, bro, Wilfred Boney. You man are all spitting. This is how they started. And then they gradually built up. They built like a stable foundation to stabilize them. And that's when they started adding and adding and adding and adding. And that's exactly what Newcastle are going to do. Newcastle are going to establish themselves as a top 8 team. And then after that, that's when they will bring in the better players, isn't it? They're doing it the right way. It's going to take time. But, do you know what I mean? I'm worried about them in 5 years' time if Man United don't sort themselves out. But I think we will, though. I think we're going in the right.
Their fans have kind of pretty much all gone down the same road of saying, we don't expect to compete for 4 or 5 years. Yeah, which I think is fair, because, like, listen, if you're going to go out and spend that much money really quickly, you're going to get done for FFP in 3 years' time. So you'll have your little rise to glory now, and in 3 years' time, you're going to get sanctioned left, right, and centre. So it's good to do it the way they're doing it. And listen, they've probably got the ideal first manager in that in that pipeline to do it. Yeah, because Eddie Howe is a good manager, man. Like, and he's not an elite manager. He's not. I don't even think he's just down from elite, but I think he is a good manager, man. And he plays a good brand of football, and he's got them moving, man. And I like the way that his teams play. Even when he was at Bournemouth, they played good football, and it's nice to see them coming back, man. Because they're. I like Newcastle. I like them, man. I like their stadium. I like their fans. I like the city. Yeah, everything about Newcastle is good. The only problem with it is in the middle of flipping nowhere, isn't it? It's like so far up north. Yeah, that you like to get players there later down the road. You got to be offering some serious wages, mate. Because
to get new players to Newcastle, it's a hard sell, mate. To be honest, unless they're young players and they want to go out for the nightlife. Because I heard the girls up there are decent. That's about it.
Joke. It is a joke. I can't lie.
That's what I've heard, innit? I've never been on a night out. I've never been on a night out at Newcastle. I have been Newcastle to games, but I haven't been on a night out. But I've heard it's
bro, you got to do a night out, man. The town centre's lively. It is proper.
Yeah, I've heard it's mental. Do you know what I mean? So, like, the young G's will go there, but then, bruv, the way these footballers are getting bagged for all sorts right now, I don't think it's a good idea. You know, I'll be honestly. You know, I'll be honestly, bro. Yeah, I mean, it would have been a good idea maybe 10 years ago, but not right now, bruv.
Yeah, probably best to not to go Newcastle.
Not right now. Not right now, bro. No,
let's move on to Arsenal, man. Big up to everyone watching. Keep pumping the likes up. Over 2K in here, man. And sub to Rance's channel as well. We're nearly on 500 likes. You lot are moving like Xhaka on an away trip. Like, come on. You're moving like Verge last night.
Verge, man.
Yeah, smash the likes. But yeah, Arsenal, man, we're top of the league, 3 out of 3. I'm smiling. We're playing great football. We're scoring loads of goals. My centre back, by the way, scored a screamer. Absolutely mad goal.
What a finish!
Bro, he finished that like a prime number 10 or something. Like,
that was beautiful, yeah.
Sick, wasn't it? And now we're linked to another baller.
Pedro Neto.
Baller. It's going well for Arsenal right now. What are you making of us so far?
That's what I said. If you sign Pedro Neto, then I put you into the top 4. Because I said the other day, and people got upset at me. Yeah, I don't think that you can compete. Yeah, like at the top level with Saka as your right mid. I just don't think that. Do you know what I'm saying? I just don't think he can. I don't think he can. I don't think he's good enough in it, like in the decisive moments. I think he's a good player, but I don't think he's a top player in it. And
mate, they'll be coming for you.
Yeah, no, they got upset. But bro, I like Saka, Lee. I like him and I respect him. But I think that if Pep signs him, he's not playing him right mid. He's playing him left back. You know, like that. So that's just how I feel about him. But I think he's a good player. Man are getting. See, look at this idiot in the chat. Man said Saka isn't good. When did I say that? I literally just said he's a good player. do you see what I mean, Lee, with these guys, bro? This is why violence is the only answer sometimes. Because people, like, when you speak, it doesn't resonate. So sometimes you need to slap man in their head, bro. They hear
something that they want to hear. Yeah,
bro, this is just what it is. Do you know what I mean? And the thing is, yeah, like, and also somebody said, what did someone say? Something about Saliba or something about us tweeting and this, that, and the other. Bro, everyone that watches my content knows how highly I rate Saliba. Everybody knows that. Saliba might be the best centre-back in the league, like, at the moment. Like, he might be. Like, he just might be, bro. In terms of potential and ceiling, bro, there's probably not a better centre-half than him in the league. I rate Saliba highly. What I did take offense to was some moron, yeah, trying to send for Martinez, bro. Like, after all these Arsenal fans were literally making compilations about Martinez, saying how much they love Martinez, they want Martinez, and all of a sudden he goes to Man United, and all of a sudden he's shit.
Yeah, he's too small.
Yeah, he's too small. Do you know what I mean? And I was like, mate, your centre-back scored an own goal last week. Like, keep it quiet. Do you know what I'm saying? Now, that's all I said. And all of a sudden, they're like, oh, Rance is slandering Sadiq. I'm not slandering him. I rate him fucking highly, mate. I'll take him tomorrow.
He's quality. He's absolutely class, man. Everything about him, he's just so cool on the ball, man. Never looks like he's in trouble. He's got the pace as well. Yeah, but he's got
Yeah.
the stature and he's got the brain, most importantly. Yeah, and the reason he never looks like he's being pressed or uncomfortable is because the reading of the game is just next level to any of our defenders. Yeah, he's so good, man. Yeah, but he ain't signed a new deal yet. He's in the last 2 years. I do think he will. Yeah, I do think Saka will as well. But that's a good thing for both Arsenal and the player, because Arsenal then going to get a bigger fee for both of them if we do sell them. Because if Saka and Saliba carry on doing what they've been doing, and we don't win anything, then inevitably the better teams are going to come sniffing around, aren't they? And they're going to start throwing money at them, man. So, Saka is only 20. Everyone's telling. I know he's only 20, bro. Yeah, it's player of the season 2 years in a row. Yeah, and listen, he deserved it. Yeah, I don't think he should have got player of the season last season. By the way, I thought Aaron Ramsdale should have got it. The season before, all day long, he should have been player of the season. Yeah, but I think last season, the goalkeeper, from going from nobody wanting him to coming in after Leno's been there, and we've had Czech and people like that, nobody wanted him, including me, and to put in performances that he put in all season. Yeah, I thought he was superb. The last 6-7 games, he fell away a little bit, and he ain't been fantastic in the 3 games this season. But at the end of the day, he's levels above Leno. And when you got players like that, like Saka, like the Salibas, you've got to start winning, man. Yeah, the game's about winning trophies. If you don't start winning, the better teams are coming and buying them. It's as simple as that.
100%.
And that's why I don't want a youth project. Like, that's why I didn't want a youth project, because it's cool to have good young players at your football club, but you have to have proper experience around them as well. Proven winners, proven title challenges, or players that have won titles. Champions Leagues, like you've just got Casemiro in there. That's massive for you. Like you got Varane.
Oh, it's huge, but everyone's talking shit. We've got Varane and Casemiro, bro, at our club, and people are still talking rubbishly. Let them talk, bro. That's why I'm so calm. People think I'm mad. When we slapped Liverpool, I knew we were going to beat Liverpool, bro. I weren't nervous before the game. When everyone was panicking about the starting lineup, Lee, I was like, I see what the manager's tried to do. The manager said in the press conference, you want to press them high up, press them from the front. I like the fact that he played Rashford up front, because he wanted to use Eriksen and Bruno to do that little reverse ball to turn them around and get in behind them, because Liverpool like to play a high line. And it worked. And we absolutely cooked them. Even Alanga was cooking fucking Trent. Trent should have got sent off. So it's one of them ones where I was extremely happy with that. And also, gents, 366 spot on. Martinez is the best technically as a defender in the league. Imagine Martinez and Saliba. But this is what I mean. Arsenal fans coming out saying, we wanted him as a left back. Martinez don't play left back. So if your manager wanted to sign him
4 times in his life.
Well, exactly. So if your manager wanted to sign him as a left back, it just tells me that your manager is an idiot, because he's better than Gabriel every single day of the week and twice on Sundays. So if he was going to play Gabriel at centre back ahead of Martinez, then your manager needs his head wobbled, because he's won 100% of all his aerial duels in the Premier League since he's been here, 100% of them. So if you think that Gabriel is on Lissandro's level, I don't know what game you're watching.
No, Gabriel's too erratic. He's a good defender, but you ain't going to win a title with him in your team. Yeah. Like, he has too many hitting the fuck it switch moments in the game. Same as Xhaka. Yeah, same as Ben White. Like, switch off too often. Like the goal that Maddison scored the other day against us, that was Gabriel just ball watching as usual. Like, but I do think he is a good player. When he he's very aggressive. Yeah, but that's a good thing at times. But then you got to stand off at times, man. You just got to go, okay, cool. I'm not going to go and try and press you up high. I'm just going to stand off you, because I know if you spin me, I'm finished. And he does it a lot. Yeah, I think Saliba and him together is what I wanted to see. I've wanted to see that since we signed Saliba and Gabriel, but we're seeing it, and so far so good. But Gabriel will let us down a few times this season, and I think that we should have gone and signed Lissandro, but we didn't. We got Gabriel. I'm not disappointed that that's our back two, but it's like now if we get Saliba out injured, we're back to Ben White at centre back with Gabriel.
Yeah.
And it's like we got to wrap Saliba up in cotton wool this season, man, because I've seen enough from that guy. He's quality, mate. Absolutely class. But yeah, we'll see.
Oh, this is hilarious. You Arsenal fans are funny. Like, that's why I tweeted. This is why I tweeted earlier. I said, listen, I love you guys, because it's funny. Like, you guys literally, you make Twitter and social media worth having, because when it all falls down, word to Kanye, I'm gonna be there with a fat cigar, smoking and laughing at your demise. Because I'm seeing guys in the chat say that Gabriel's better than Lissandro Martinez. You man actually rate Gabriel like that? Listen, Gabriel might get you the odd goal, yeah, but that geezer, bruv, listen, he's got a bozo gene and he's got a mistake all 5 in him at all times. So if you think that Gabriel is a top centre back and you can't do better than him, then I don't know what you're planning. I don't know what you're planning for your club. I don't know what you're planning for your club. Gabriel's not it, mate. I tell you, he's decent. That's what he is. He's
decent.
a steady Eddie. He's decent. I see Gabriel like how I see Victor Lindelof. Decent player. Do you know what I mean? Tidy player. Do you know what I mean? Can cost you a game at any moment. That's about it.
That's true as well. Do you know that? Because there's times this season, like the Crystal Palace game, right? He was all over the place a couple of times, 2-3 times. He could have given a couple of penalties away. Saliba saved his ass a couple of times in that game.
Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, and then
against the Crystal Palace, if Saliba wasn't playing, he would have lost the game, bro.
Probably, yeah. That's probably fact. Yeah, because Ben White was playing right back. He saved his ass 2 or 3 times as well.
Ben White was getting caught by Zaha, bruv.
Oh, but apparently he pocketed Zaha. Like,
bro,
mate, he got spun enough times in that game. Yeah, just because Zaha didn't score doesn't mean he got pocketed. Do you know what I mean? Ben White this season, out of the 3 games, if I was to rate him out of 10, I'd say he's been a 7. I think he's been pretty decent in the 3 games overall. Yeah, but that first game, yeah, mate, that's why I don't want to see him at right back. Yeah, Gabriel's a decent defender, but in the first game, Saliba saved him a couple of times. Maybe on another day, it would have been a penalty for handball on him. The game against Leicester, he switched off and Maddison scored. Yeah, it was only the fact that we were on it that we went straight back up the other end and scored again. Do you know what I mean? And then the game against Bournemouth at the weekend, well, they could have all had a cigar on because they offered nothing. You know what I'm saying? So if I was to rate Gabriel this season so far, 5. It's been pretty average. Yeah, but I've seen it from him before. Like, I'm not dissing him. I'm not saying he's crap because he ain't crap. But I've seen enough of him last season to know, like you said, he's got a lot of mistakes in him.
Bro, he's not trustworthy, innit? That's just it. Do you know what I'm saying? He's just not trustworthy. It's just one of them ones where
you ain't going to be an elite football team at the top tier of the table. Yeah, with him as your centre back, it just ain't going to happen.
Well, exactly. But that's all I said. And these guys want to get butthurt, bro. You man are too emotional, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's a bit weird, bro. It's a bit weird.
Big up to this guy, man. Big up to everyone watching, by the way. Pump the likes up. Saka bench Rashford, Foden, and Sancho at the Euros. Put some respect on his name. Generational talent, mate. Just because he benched them 3 doesn't mean that he's better than them 3. It just means that the manager preferred him. Yeah, Foden's better than all of them.
Bruv, the manager preferred him, yeah, because he's a good boy. He'll do his defensive duties and he won't take too many risks. That's why the manager likes him, because the manager's a coward. Do you know what I mean? That's it. Do you know what I mean? So what, you're judging Gareth Southgate's decisions on how to rate Saka? Drop me out, bro. Okay. So what? So why doesn't Gareth Southgate manage Arsenal then? What, do you want Gareth Southgate as the manager since he makes such good decisions? Do you want him as an Arsenal manager? Man, I'm full of shit, bro. Come on, bro, man, relax.
The funny thing is, yeah, people are getting so pressed, man. It's like, look, I rate Gabriel. I think he's all right. I rate Saka.
Bro, I said he's a decent player, but I said these men are overrating him and they're going on like I cussed their mum's cooking or something like that.
That's crazy. These people are mad. Big up to everyone watching, man. 2.4 in here, nearly. Keep smashing the likes up. Sub to the channel. Sub to Rants. His Twitch is in the description. No, it ain't. It's in the pinned comments. We're on 600 likes. There's 2.3 in here. Come on. Smack them up. Let's talk about Chelsea, man, before we wrap up. Koulibaly red card. I don't know why. Why would you do that, man, when you're on a yellow card? Experienced centre-back, been around the game a long time. Chelsea look bang average at the minute. And I said when they won the Champions League, I said he'll get sacked before Arteta. And everyone was coming at me. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. Well, I know he's talking about a new contract at the minute. I still don't mean he ain't getting sacked. If they lose their next 2 or 3 games, he's gone. Yeah, they're in a bit of a mess at the minute. Mendy, I think, is a really good goalkeeper. I have no idea what he was doing, man. But they bottled it. They went to Leeds. They couldn't act the crowd. They couldn't act the pressing. They couldn't act the passing. It was slick. And they just looked lost. Their midfield, by the way, needs a bit of work, because Jorginho's bang average, in my opinion, man. Like, he can't do... He's not bang average. That's probably the wrong thing to say. He's a good player, but he needs the right players around him. When he ain't got them players around him, he gets fully exposed every time. Yeah, he's had Kante or Jorginho running around doing all the donkey work. Yeah, when he ain't got that, and he's got Mason Mount and who's the other? Loftus-Cheek. Totally different Jorginho, isn't it? But what have you made of them so far?
Yeah, bruv, they're just blunt, innit? They've got nothing up top, bro. So that's just what it is. It doesn't really matter. Like, they're all bark and no bite, Chelsea, at the moment. Like, they caught Tottenham on a good day, but they're a poor football side right now. They're very blunt. They need attackers. I don't know where they're gonna come from. It looks like getting Aubameyang. They get Nick to Gordon. It looks like they've got no transfer strategy. It looks like they can't really attract like decent players. It's a strange time for Chelsea. They signed Raheem Sterling. I don't know what they thought they were getting for that, because he scores goals at Man City. But if you know anything about Raheem Sterling, outside of that Man City system, what did they expect to get from him? Like, it's a bit strange. It's a bit strange from Chelsea. I don't really know.
Fabrizio Romano's just tweeted out that Chelsea have had a £70 million bid for Wesley Fofana, rejected by Leicester.
Rejected, yeah. They want 80, but they want that Harry Maguire money. Lot of mercy. Yeah, boy.
The money Leicester are pulling in for their players is crazy, man. Chilwell, 50 mil. Fofana, 80 mil. Maguire. Like, it's mad, isn't it? It's actually insane how much money they get out of these teams. But Chelsea will pay it. They will pay it.
Eventually.
Down to the last minute on deadline day, man. They will get Fofana. I think Aubameyang will be done. But I think they need a midfielder. They need a Frankie de Jong, someone like that in midfield, because Kante is not going to give you 38 games. In all comps. He's going to give you 15, 20 games, and maybe 75% of them are going to be elite level Kante. The rest of them, it's going to be average. Yeah.
No, they need a Frankie still. They do. They do. I didn't think they did, but now they do. But I heard his agent's Manchester United office. So they don't really know what's going on with there. It looks like Frankie could be coming to the theatre, mate.
They need a striker as well badly, because that guy they got up front, man. And I just want to say this as well, while there's so many people watching this, right? Everyone slags off Nicola Pepe for 72 million fee. Yeah. Shai Havertz cost pretty much the same price. And apart from scoring a Champions League final winner, what has that guy actually done for Chelsea Football Club?
Nothing, but he'll hold on to that one thing foreverly, which is great, you know?
Big up to my guy. He said, you're out of your mind. 14th in the league with -4 goal difference. Martin has started every game. Saliba is just that good. He's making Gabriel look okay. Manu is finished. Going to hide in way too much chest. Bro, I'm gonna start that. I'm coming back to that in May. Bro, real talk. I'm coming back to that in May. Last season, Tottenham, Arsenal, I think both had -10 goal difference at one point. And I think when Conte took over, I think even after, I think it was near Christmas, they were still on a minus goal difference. Yeah, but the league was mad last season. Like, teams were getting slapped left, right, and centre, still on minus goal differences. Yeah, and
I don't understand, bro. That super chat's not even coherent, bro. Because what's he talking about? You are 14th, so I'm supposing he's talking about Man United. He said Martinez started every game. Saliba is just that good. He's making Gabriel looks okay. I don't know what that means. What does that even mean, bruv? And then Man United is finished, go into hiding, way too much chest. What do you mean? Because I rate Saliba. So what are you saying? That Saliba is so good that he's making my man look shit, but he's not really shit. Like, but bro, I've seen Gabriel play without Saliba. I think we all have. Gabriel didn't just sign for Arsenal.
No, he's been there, what, 3 years?
Exactly. So I've had plenty of years to see Gabriel to make up my mind about him. What did I say at the start of the show? I said he'll get you some goals, but I don't rate him. And then someone put in the chat, Gabriel scored 5 goals last season. I literally said that, mate. So where's your next argument? Do you know what I mean? It's like you, man, just want to argue.
What you say and what I say out of context, they take one word out of it and then make a whole new sentence and paragraph.
Lee, it's not even that they take it out of sentence. They just hear one thing they don't want to hear, and then they go into their big pot of emotions, start stirring it, and then pull out a lump of shit. That's what happens. Do you know what I mean? That's just what happens. Like, man can't be getting triggered like that to the point where it looks like you just sat on your phone, bruv. None of that makes sense. I'm just seeing letters. Now, what does that mean, bruv?
Yeah, man, it's mad. It's actually mad. But this is what people do, man. It's actually what people do on the internet, innit? They take everything and just make up whatever they want. So glad you pointed out what a massive fraudster Shai Havertz is. He's the football equivalent of a 419 scam. He's been crap. I can't lie. He's been absolutely crap. Yeah, you summed it up the other week. I think it was last week when we were talking about Odegaard. You said, yeah, he's pleasing on the eye and he'll do the tidy stuff. But what does he actually do? Like, and I know that's the next thing now. Everyone, Odegaard scored 2 goals the other day. Boom,
as soon as he scored, I was like, oh my days, Lee Gunner in the mud. Odegaard's had 2 shit games.
I'm not even lying. My chat was lit up.
Yeah, bro. I said Odegaard had 2 shit games and then he scored 2 goals and now Lee Gunner's in the mud. He's gonna have to move to Alaska now.
Bro, I see somebody the other day, right? I think it was Dan and Judges. Yeah, Lee Judges and Dan. They were doing the show and somebody was in the chat. They were talking about Maddison. And somebody put, and this is where people are funny, right? Somebody put a comment in saying, yeah, but when's Maddison never scored double digits on league goals? I was like, last season, mate. He got 12. The season before, he got 8. What are you talking about? But that's the thing. All I want is Odegaard to score more goals. He scored 2 goals. He's now known as Bournemouth guard. Happy days. Yeah. Happy days. He ain't Gibraltar guard anymore. He's Bournemouth guard.
Yeah, like even the guys in the chat were like, yo, it looks like Odegaard's found his level, like, because he was smoking Bournemouth. But it's like, you don't just judge a man because he scored a couple goals against Bournemouth, bro. Like, that's, yeah.
See, this is the thing. He scored a free kick last season against Burnley. Yeah, and everyone was going nuts. Well, Burnley got relegated. Bournemouth are likely to get relegated. Cool, he scored 2 goals. And the second goal I thought was a great finish. He hit that perfect. Yeah. Yeah. And to be fair, the first one, he was in the right place at the right time, which is saying he's never normally in. That's why I want him, because he never gets in them positions. So fair play to him. Maybe he is going to go and score a load of goals this season. And if he does, that means we're gonna score more over the season, and we're going to finish higher up the table, and maybe close that gap right down and be in a title challenge. Because that's all I want. Yeah, people don't get this in their head. If Mikel Arteta gets us all the way into the final month of this season, and we're 6 points behind Man City with 4 or 5 games to go, I'll stand up and clap and say, do you know what? I got it wrong, mate. Yeah, because this guy has built something over 3 years to be in a title challenge, but he ain't gonna be. So yeah, great. Jizz over 3 games, cool. I've enjoyed the 3 games. I can't lie. I've enjoyed watching the games. It's been a long time since I've enjoyed watching Arsenal, consistently anyway. And yeah, it's nice that we're winning football matches, but ultimately, I want to win a title. That's it. That is it. Yeah, and people can't grasp that in their heads. It's all about, oh, you're in the mud. Well, let me tell you something. Last season, after 3 games, Tottenham were top of the table with Nuno.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what happened there?
And you were at the bottom of this table with no goals scored, and that was the biggest fucking gap between Tottenham and Arsenal in the history of football.
First time they've ever been top when we've been bottom, yeah. Ever. He should have been.
And how did that fucking work out? Do you know what I mean? Like the season. Do you know what I mean? Like, what does it mean at the end of the day?
It's mad, isn't it? But this is what they do, man. People, and the thing is, like, I watched that All or Nothing, and they were sitting there saying, like, you've got Vinay, our CEO, coming out saying 5th was a success after 2 8th place finishes, and I'm like, this is the CEO of Arsenal Football Club, mate. Like 5th. Yeah, you got Granit Xhaka. Yeah, he got manager in a month as well, Nuno, that season. Granit Xhaka coming out saying, no, we nearly achieved something big last season. What are you talking about, mate? We finished 5th. What 4th's big is it? It's like this mentality of 4th. Yeah, it doesn't matter whether it's different hierarchy, different players, different management teams. This fourth thing is in everyone's head at Arsenal Football Club. Yeah, I see. What player was it that came out the other day? I think it was Reece James. Yeah, it was Reece James. He said we want to go for every trophy this season. Something along them lines. That's the difference. Yeah, I want to hear that. I want to see that. I want to see it on the pitch, and that is the difference. Chelsea have set the standards for the last 15 years. Yeah, they want to win everything, and this is why I'm kind of keeping it a bit zipped on Chelsea, because they have got money, and they can go and get players by the end of this window that will elevate them straight into a title challenge if they spend enough. I don't think they will, but I do think they'll get top 4 if they get Aubameyang and another midfielder. Yeah, Aubameyang bagged 15 goals for them. Yeah, he don't get involved in the build-up. They don't use a striker to get involved in the build-up, so it's a win-win. It's perfect for both. Yeah, and I think Aubameyang would be happy to stay at Barca, but I think he'd be equally as happy to play for Chelsea. So it is what it is, isn't it? But yeah, man. But anyway, big up to everybody who's been watching live, man. Watching on playback as well. Make sure you fire the likes up. Man said Aubameyang is washed. Depends what you're saying is washed.
Bro, Aubameyang will score goals in that Chelsea system, and I think it's too early to write him off in terms of if he's in the front too. I think he'll still score.
Yep. He is what he is. He's just a box merchant with nothing else really about him.
And I don't think you can call Aubameyang a snake because you terminated his contract and made him train by himself. He didn't ask to leave. So I don't think you could then now turn around and look at Aubameyang and call him a snake. I don't really know. And to answer someone's and to ask someone's question, Ranch, where do you reckon your team will finish this year? Depends on the transfer business. Ask me that when the transfers window is closed. Do you know what I'm saying? If we sign the players that we're supposed to sign, my answer will be very different.
Yeah, there's still 8 days left of the transfer window. So what? Next Wednesday, I think it shuts. And we're going to see a lot of activity in the last few days. That's for sure. And big up to everybody who's watched, man. What you got coming up, bro?
Show with Louis at 9 tonight. Louis Beneventi of Chelsea. Louis back making content again. So yeah, our show's back at 9, people. Do you know what I'm saying? So look out for that. Ricky Rant's score prediction for next week. Dad, listen, you're an idiot. Bants Sports News is out. I think 5 or 6. I don't know when it's out. Dave hasn't messaged me, so I think maybe it's out at 6 o'clock tonight, guys. So look out for that also. I think it's not out till 6 o'clock. So look out for Bants Sports News, people. Do you know what I'm saying?
Here you go. Go and check that out. I'll be live with Terry in what time is it now? 50 minutes. 50 minutes. I'll be live with Terry. 6 p.m. UK time. So keep your eyes peeled for that as well. There's plenty of content between me and Rents today. So check it all out, people. Go back and check the video out I dropped last night about Pedro Neto as well. That would be my favorite player at the football club if he comes straight away. And man, I might have to go and get a Portugal Neto shirt because I ain't spending money at Arsenal yet. It's gonna have to be the Portuguese one. So but yeah, big up to everyone. Big up to you as well, bro. And we're out of here, people. Still Arteta out, by the way. Adios.